No matter how many times you try to make God believe that you're amazing because of all of your senses, I still know goddamn well that you didn't make the senses and that I did. And that I deserve all the access to higher living and the riches and the credit for creating eyes, ears, sense of smell, and sense of taste. I'm also the first one to think of music. I'm the original creator of music. I do think maybe birds have been around longer to sing, but you wouldn't have heard them if I never created ears either. And I created my ears for music so that I could make music and listen to other people's music that they decide to create if they were to put any money towards owning ears. But people obviously have no sense to care about anyone but themselves. And I can care only about myself all I want because I got a life to live. I got something going for me. I built magnificence for myself. You all obviously got the eye and ear that I made up in space, along with the sense of smell and sense of taste that I made in space. And act like it's your intelligence and knowledge. But I know I don't want to pass on my DNA for someone to live longer than me using my powers and my stuff in my life all day. And that's all you seem to want to do is have sex and pass it on generation to generation. I find it embarrassing. I shouldn't even be in this mess. But because everyone is directly connected to me, it was only a matter of time before they had a bouncing baby god. And since I've made a life on Earth, I created a totally new I. And I know you were off doing your own thing, not contributing to it. So if that ain't proof to God that I am the superior in this world, I don't know what will. But I hope these people realize that they weren't with me to create any of this, and they shouldn't be able to take any of this senses that I created. I don't have time for people with no talent. And I think I'm the only talented person on the whole damn earth, other than people that create things for homes and offices and keep up with making sure that people get treated fairly and don't get hurt. There are some jobs that are important on Earth, but most of them we could do without. And the population keeps growing, the need for my stuff keeps growing, and my life keeps depleting somewhere. Wherever you have all my energy and started distracting me by giving me a life on Earth when I already had a life in the heavens, it's fucking bullshit. It just gives them easier access to my life. I should have never been measured down to bullshit measures. But I have, and it's really like a slap in the face because they didn't tell me that I used to be God or that I'm God now. They didn't put that in my head. I had to discover it on my own. So it goes to show that this life is fucking stupid. Because without me and my intelligence and ability to determine what my past was, I never would have gotten the accumulation of applause that I feel I deserve. And I still haven't gotten it, but at least I'm making my way to the top now. Now that I've figured everything out. And I know damn well you were off doing your own thing while I was working hard to make life a reality, and possibilities got proved to be an accentuating thing. I made things possible, like protecting yourself and entertainment and the access to reality. What could be cooler than that? But no one wants to give me any damn credit. No one wants to pay me. No one wants to hang out with me. No one wants to love me. And they think I'm the problematic one. But I'm not the problematic one. I'm obviously the problem solver. So I'm obviously mad that I got taken advantage of. And people want to play stupid or are stupid about where they got my powers from. And they call me crazy every time I try to tell them what's what. Like, you didn't expect to ever meet God? It's that crazy. You never expected God to be on earth? It's that crazy. I'm a woman and I call myself God? It's that crazy. I mean, it's unlikely, but somebody's about to witness his existence. Or her existence, I should say. I do believe that gods came before me, but I don't believe that any god is greater than me. Because they won't even deal with the fact that people are manifesting my life. And they want to give credit to these nerds. Why don't you use your ultimate mind and ultimate knowledge, God, to make these scavengers quit using my life in their boring ass existence? You obviously know everything. That's what they say. Do some good with it. You seem corny to me because if anyone needs your help, it's me. And none of these people helped me create senses, so... And that's obvious because they were already doing their own thing while I was working with it. Trying to make it happen. Eyes, sight, smell, sense of taste, and sense of hearing. I mean, I'm not ridiculing you, God, or expecting anything out of you, but you think you'd lend a hand to me. I've only been praying about this for fucking years. And if I had a real friend and not just someone trying to use me on earth, I'd be asking for their help. But everyone wants to turn their back on me and say I'm crazy. What's so crazy about me? At least I speak in complete sentences. At least I have something to say. At least I have the willingness to express myself. And the ability. I'm just winging this, and I'm about to leave y'all, so I hope all of y'all sleep tight and have good dreams. And I hope you never wake up. I mean, I love my fans and everything, but the whole world can stop using me at any time now. Maybe if I was rich, this would be considered acceptable, but this is a long shot. And no one would be rich if I wasn't in their life. How the fuck you gonna work without eyes, ears, sense of smell, and sense of taste? Nothing would be worthwhile. Nothing would be real. Nothing would be satisfactory. Nothing could be condoned, and nothing could be honed. Creations would cease to exist if I was never in your life. Picture that. Then tell me how much I'm owed. Tell me how much famous I should be. But until then, keep your fucking wretched ass mouth shut if you want to be negative on my channel. And no, I didn't want to call you out in a video like a shout out. I want to call you out like a little bitch. So quit glamorizing yourself because I'm addressing the situation. You wish you were me, you're a wannabe, and that's facts. And the most terrible thing you could ever think could happen to you is my essence being removed from your life. Go ahead, ask God to remove anything that I've added to your life, and I bet you fucking rot in a hole. Go ahead, beg him. And you won't even be able to tell the story afterwards. I'll show you how important I am to you. And it is proof that I make eyes and ears and sense of smell and sense of taste. And no one else did. Because no one else is claiming it. And no one else was around when I made it. And I even told God to come check out what I just made, my new eye. I don't know if he really came, but maybe he wasn't even interested, but that's not my problem. I just want it to be known that I'm extravagantly intelligent. You couldn't hope to accomplish what I've accomplished. And I'm not doubting you, it's just that it's really hard, and why would you put in hard work? You're a bunch of lazy ass fucks that expect everything to come easy. So go ahead, tell God where you were when I created my eye, ear, sense of smell, and sense of taste. And he'll look up the day that new eyes and new ears came and sense of smell and sense of taste became existent in the universe. And he'll realize that I was there and none of you weren't. I mean, none of you were. I was there for the creation of eyes, ears, sense of smell, and sense of taste, and you weren't. That's how we're going to figure out who God is. And God don't want to say it's true. The people don't want to say it's true because the people want to keep believing that they're so fucking great. And God wants to keep believing that he's so fucking great. No one wants to admit that I'm fucking great. It's jealousy. And it's greed. You want to keep using my stuff and you don't want to have to pay for it. So it's greed. And I don't give a fuck about who you're lusting over to keep the fucking earth downtrodden while you multiply on top of her. See, another deadly sin. And y'all slow as fuck like a sloth, the other deadly sin. You get nothing accomplished. Nothing in life ever changes. It's a monotonous day. It's the same day every day. Nothing ever amounts to much. When we used to be so excited as kids to be a part of something. Obviously, someone let us go. Living this boring ass life every fucking second drags on. And I get annoyed too easily by the fucking constant noise. Pride is another deadly sin because you all have nothing to be proud of. All you're doing is meandering the person that truly matters. And you have nothing to show for your pride. It's all garbage. It's all stealing God's money. It's all stealing God's powers. And I'm God this time, bitch. And I'm good and proud. I know exactly how wonderful I've made all your lives. Sloth is the one that's really going to make you suffer in front of God, though, because honestly, nothing ever changes, nothing ever happens. No significance is ever noted, other than in the God, aka me, that he's jealous of. I am the only one making things happen, and that's because I actually put effort in. And I don't need people stealing my lyrics and acting like they put effort in. I don't need someone to underhand, to up any wages in their life just because I constantly want to be happy and make myself better in the long run. And they don't want to give me any motherfucking credit that I've earned. All these fucking lazy people acting like they have it so unfair because they're getting older. You shouldn't have a bad attitude. People aren't disrespecting you like they're disrespecting me. You have everything in your life that you need to be successful, and you're still a fucking failure. You create nothing of worth. You do nothing to withstand the elements that are tearing you down. You make nothing interesting. No significance has been noted since wars. Life is boring because no one wants to fucking do anything to change the sorry ass state that the world's in. I literally think it's because you're all dumb, but mostly I think it's because you're lazy. Trust me, I had a head injury and I wanted to stay in bed for days, but I still got my ass up and tried to make something of myself so I wouldn't become a loser. And all I had to hang out with is a bunch of losers that use me anyway. And I had to find that out the hard way by working hard at it and people taking all that I'm worth. That's why no one becomes rich and famous and shares their life, because every time something good happens, people take advantage of it.